EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Come 19, go! 19, 18, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. The Colts had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Broncos 0. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Gets past one man. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go again with Dobbins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
A gain of 12.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Wicks.
Nixon's pass. Complete to Dontavian Wicks. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
44-yard line.
Here's Nix. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Nix to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 29. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. To throw is Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Rig alert, rig alert. 70 Lions.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Play action. Now Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Bronco 80. 79 Broncos.
Richardson looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, quick. Here we go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Now it's Richardson. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Richardson, 34 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Colts 14, Broncos 7. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. to 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Now, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. To throw, here's Nix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing Nix. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Nix. And he is caught. And he will have a Broncos first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Nix. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun is Nix. This is intercepted. Closing stages of the first half.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Nix from the shotgun. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Rig alert, rig alert. Panther 60, Panther 60, 19 Lions.
Here's Richardson to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Pulled in at the 24. 35 yards that time on the punt.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up big, a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
It's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Richardson going to change the play here.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. The 20. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Jack Panther. Roll. Vikings.
Taylor. is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. The try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Into the hands of Perry, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second and 2. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's third and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Nix to throw again. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he will have a Broncos first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on third and 2. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Nix to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 21.
A gain of 12. And the Broncos first down.
Here's Nix. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that fall incomplete.
They lead big, And a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Dobbins will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, 4th quarter touchdown there. Back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Come on, come on.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
They go play action with Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Mitchell, 71 yards. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
31. Broncos 13.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Nix. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the quarterback.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win.
I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're